and she is also um, an envoy of from the president on regulating the conflict in the Donetsk and Luhansk, and the issue is the status of humanitarian mission from the east, for the east.
She will speak to us about the update on the international humanitarian mission from Ukraine to the east of the country.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I just came from Luhansk region, where, as you know, today we delivered Ukrainian humanitarian cargo, which will be transferred to Red Cross. And the last news just now is Rebelsk, and where all the column of humanitarian cargo from Kharkiv, and it was unloaded at the first, and the Red Cross accepted completely according to the procedures on that cargo, and that cargo is under the jurisdiction of Red Cross, and now they can deliver that cargo to those citizens of Ukraine who suffer because they are hostages in Luhansk, hostages of militants. In Severodonetsk, they continue unloading those trucks that came from Dnipropetrovsk and from Kiev. Trucks from Kiev, it was decided to move them to Lysychansk, but because of militants, the Lysychansk, they were warehouses are there in a bad shape in Lysychansk. That's why so on emergency they have decided to send trucks from Dnipropetrovsk and from Kiev to unload them in Severodonetsk. And they have closed warehouses there. So now we can say that Ukraine built humanitarian cargo, 71 trucks, and that's about 800 tons of humanitarian aid. There's food, hygiene items, and first President Poroshenko initiated that procedure and accompanied that cargo, and I controlled unloading and the process of transferring it to Red Cross. And I worked with a representative of the government, and I worked with the service, the Ministry of on Emergency, and Ukraine collected for our citizens the best goods: potatoes, vegetables, cabbage, and the best and the most expensive from the market. And it's a pleasure to see that. And I wish God help us to deliver that to people who suffer there. Transferring our cargo was according to international procedures of Red Cross. Everything was unloaded, was provided, and according to the protocol, and they checked all the items to now the mission of Red Cross will be able to deal with it. Three key issues. First one, very hot. It's very hot in there, and our guys from the Ministry of Emergency, they unload those trucks when it's 35 above. It's important for them to deliver those goods to people. The issue of security, how to deliver those goods securely, where Ukrainian government controls the situation, and less than a day they achieved the destination without any problem. But now all the responsibility for the delivery of those goods to people in Luhansk, it's all responsibility on gunmen. Even Saddam Hussein he allowed Red Cross to his territory. Now it's a test to those people, whether they are like Saddam Hussein or they are worse, whether they allow that cargo or create additional problems. And the third point, that cargo should reach people, civilians. Ukrainian government, everything what depends on us and the president, and who speaks to Red Cross and local authorities, and they help with everything. We support and the procedures, internal procedures, and we want that cargo to reach civilians. The other thing is how those behave who brought to Ukraine land woe, calamity, and suffering. And they continue torturing civilians there who are unprotected. That's what I want to tell you. And if you have a question, I'm happy to answer. One plus one. Because you are just Luhansk. No, not in Luhansk, in Luhansk region. I would be happy to go to Lugansk, but Ukrainian politicians are not allowed, and they don't allow civilians to leave Luhansk, and so they don't allow to have a humanitarian corridor, because we don't have Ukrainian citizens who are tortured there by those mercenaries and militants. Ukrainian government spoke to Red Cross to deliver that humanitarian aid. We can feed our people, but it's important that someone doesn't export, doesn't supply weapons over there. Do you have any information, French, about Russian convoy and information from Red Cross? Do they have those? What's the position of presidential mission, and whether that what the administration does to solve the situation, the Russian humanitarian aid, what the president did during the last several days? I have to underline, the president stopped twice direct invasion to territory of Ukraine. Official position of our government is Ukraine does everything according to the law. Even on our territory, we gave that cargo to the Red Cross, according to the protocol, how it should happen. It's clear that any humanitarian cargo must be in the hands of Red Cross according to the protocol, according to the list of items and proceedings. It will be correct if you ask the Red Cross whether they have that protocol you are interested in. And Ukraine demand examination, demand scanning of that cargo, which will be given to Red Cross. So Ukraine says that speaks about those things which should be done. Ukraine did not ask Russian Federation with any request, not about any convoy. We didn't ask any humanitarian aid or any. We can solve all our issues on our own. We can provide it to our people. We can provide food. The only request we have and we had is to seize support and mercenaries, to take them to Russia, to take weapons back, and to start respecting international laws and standards, to respect and to comply with international rules, and to respect independence and sovereignty of Ukraine. That's why in this context we underline once again that Ukraine has such a position. We speak about an international humanitarian mission. If that mission, for that mission to come to the territory which is under control of those people who are controlled by Russia. If there is a ticket for our people to get bread and water, they are without bread and water for 13 days. Fine, but everything should be according to the law. All the cargo, doesn't matter from which country, it should be provided, given to Red Cross, and Red Cross should receive that cargo, like it happened with Ukrainian cargo, humanitarian aid, according to classification, and then borders and customs officers should check that that will be the cargo of Red Cross, not of same country. Red Cross takes responsibility for that cargo and for where it will be delivered. Ukraine would like to deal with Red Cross, and that's absolutely clear under the clear answer under such conditions. And we care about people. We asked Red Cross, and we didn't ask any other country to help us. I would like to underline: Ukrainian government gave them 10 million to this, and then 2.5 million was sent from EU for that humanitarian mission. Two questions. So Ukraine has documents from Red Cross, and we know what's in that cargo. Yes, Ukraine has for Ukrainian part of that cargo. We have documents, and Red Cross signed for our cargo. For a part of our cargo. We speak only about our Ukrainian cargo. Ukraine acts according to international rules. Because we are a civilized European state, we brought the cargo to Starobelsk, we handed it to Red Cross. They received it, and we have three columns. Starobelsk cannot receive all those. Our trucks were filled, and if you're empty, if your trucks are empty, you could bring in 1,000. And so they unloaded trucks from Kharkiv, and they're working all night. 80 big guys from our department of the service on emergency, and that Kharkiv from Kharkiv, they received it, and two more, and two columns and two cargoes from Dnipropetrovsk and Kiev. They are still unloading, and tomorrow Red Cross can deliver the products where we want. It's there was a decision that a part of flour that came it will be given to bread factories, and they will bake bread, and the bread will be given to villages, which were just liberated from mercenaries. Shastin and some other villages, they will be happy to have bread. I speak about Ukrainian cargo. All the rest, for half an hour I told you, we don't know about, we know how it should be. What's happening to Russian cargo, ask them. They are like a good man with a bad play. One person is playing like humanitarians are all Russia, who's trying to show that we are trying to take some cargo. One news I wanted to tell you, it's very important. It will be the first time President of Ukraine also agreed that when NATO General Secretary, that he agreed that NATO countries will help with prosthesis for 50 wounded, the most heavily wounded, who lost their limbs. And 50 of our guys will be able to receive those prostheses, and amputation. That's the issue of time. So we care about our people, and we care about people who are in ATO around where we need assistance. So we can help. But if somebody would like to be an elephant or a cardboard, we don't want that.
I understand English. I don't. I can.
I have a question about the Red Cross in the area. Is it the Ukrainian Red Cross, or is it the International Red Cross that is distributing the aid? And have they been in touch with the rebels who are in the city of Luhansk?
Дякую, дуже хороше запитання. Ми говоримо про
Thank you. Very good questions. We speak about an international mission, but there is a part of humanitarian aid in that international mission, humanitarian mission, and the government invests 10 million hryvnia and also our products. And European Union donated 2.5 million euro, and the Red Cross, as I understand, they will buy what is needed.
National Red Cross or the Ukrainian Red Cross that's actually doing the distribution?
Red Cross. Господі, I'm sorry. Там, значить, присутня, вибачте мене, будь ласка.
I beg your pardon. There is representatives of International Red Cross. I can give you names if you need. But also there is a mission of Ukrainian Red Cross. It takes a lot of work, and there are about 20 people, and they represent women, and from Ukrainian regional missions of Red Cross, and one or two representatives of International Red Cross. That's it. Thank you very much.